With Audi S1 parts all around the garage and the Audi S1 on axle stands. What better time to start a new project? Let's hope it's a good one. I've got on one, a Volkswagen Polo 1.2 TSI R Line, and this is probably one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest, in the country. I'm going to take a look why. So I've gone and bought a Volkswagen Polo 1.2 TSI R Line. This is one of the small little hot hatches. I thought it was a cracking little car. It was really cheap and I thought I won a bargain. Let's take a look at why it was reasonably cheap. Hopefully there's not too much damage underlying in this car and it's not going to cost too much to repair. Fingers crossed. First of all, obviously you can see the damage. Excuse the wind. You can see the damage. We've got the front wing is damaged, all the bumpers damaged, headlights are all loose, well, hanging out, they're all loose, the wing's damaged. This door is fine, wing mirror's gone. We've got damage to more or less every wheel, but these are not genuine wheels anyway. I've tried to look for replacements. These are, I think they're called IOTA wheels, but you can't buy them individually. They come as a set and you're talking £500 odd for a new set without the tyres. So I will probably sell these two individually because the other two on the opposite side is totally damaged, as you can see, and that's beyond saving. We've obviously got some suspension damage there because that wheel has been pushed back. It's hit the sill there, but it's not too bad. That can be tapped back into shape. The rear wheel is buckled. It's got a split in the tyre, so that wheel is no good either. I'm unsure about this door because standing there it looks fine. It's like when the sun's shining on it and with the camera it does look like a slightly different shade, so I don't know whether this door's been replaced in the past. Don't know what to do about that yet. We've got damage to the rear bumper. I mean, it's just a scrape. Most of that will rub out, but I think this is going to need to be sprayed. It's got the exhaust tip on it. This is all original. Don't know what this pink is. Someone's added a little pink go fast stripe. It's got one pink caliper. I do like the wheels. It's a shame we're not using them. We've got some car mats missing, typical, missing the partial self. And we have got the spare wheel, which is practically brand new, but I've already obviously had a look in the car. There's no locking wheel nut, but luckily enough they've left the locking wheel nut code, so I can go down to Alford's and order a new locking wheel nut because these are not genuine locking wheel nuts, so hopefully we can replace them. I have got new tyres. I'll go and get one to show you now. Me and the wife went all the way up to Snowdonia on the weekend. The round trip took us 7.5 hours, but I managed to bag these 4 new alloys, which they've been reconditioned. They're genuine R-Line Polo 16-inch wheels and with brand new tyres on, and all 4 like that. I do like the black on white. These are what's going to go on to replace them. I'm trying to keep the car as original as possible. This roof, it is the proper roof, so it is from factory, so I'm assuming this is like a black edition or something like that. I'm sure people who know more about Volkswagens will tell me. I'm almost sure there's supposed to be a chrome bit on this grille, but I don't know whether this particular grille is a blacked out version. It's missing the R badge on there, which is normal. Missing the mirror. The bonnet isn't damaged, luckily enough. So we're lucky we've got away with the bonnet, but it's not lined up, so I don't know where the hinges are damaged. But it won't open. Well, it will, but you've got to twist it. So this is a genuine R Line, not a style version. It does come with a 1.2 petrol, and it's obviously the turbo. The only thing with it, it looks like, I think it's got an oil leak coming from the top of this cover. I think this engine is a chain, whether that's been potched around with, but it looks like this isn't original. So we'll have to have a look at that. I've literally just sat in the car. When the car arrived, it was totally flat. There was no life in it at all. And so all I've done now is put the battery on charge for about 3 days it's taken to recover that battery. The mileage, as you just saw there, is obviously a lot higher than what I would like it to be. But it's on, I think it's 104,000, and it starts. There's wires hanging down from the A-pillars. We got a nice head unit, and we've got the R Line steering wheel with the leather and the R Line seats. So it's a really nice high spec. There you go, 104,950, which is a bit on the high side for me, but nothing really that can't be sorted. We'll give the car a good service. It sounds lovely. It's got a nice little exhaust on it. So as you can see, it's a really nice interior. You know, it has got some wear marks on the seat, which is common on these, but I've seen this bit is suede, so it does wear quite quickly. But all in all, it's not a bad car. And obviously, once I finish with it, it's going to look amazing. She's ticking over lovely, nice and quiet. So plenty more miles in it. So this is a category N. Until we start stripping it, we're not going to know what problems it's going to have. Like I said, these lights are all broken, tabs, but we can get repair kits for these. The lights themselves are not broken, but it's been boxed with. Look there, we've got a light on the dashboard saying about the lights being on. It's probably because of them LED lights are not compatible. Probably throwing up the wrong voltage, and it thinks that the bulbs are probably blown on the car, hence why that light's on. So we're gonna have to chuck a diagnostics on to see what fault codes are lying in with this car, because it looks like it has been potched with. I don't know what this is hanging down here. There's obviously some sort of wiring. There's wires missing there. I can't take the wheels off until I order the locking wheel nut, so I can't really do anything with the suspension. But the first things I will be doing is putting the wheels on so we can get it to move. What do you think of the car? Let me know if I've got a good car this time. So tell me what you think of the car. To be honest, I can't wait to get stuck into that car. Obviously we've got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of panels that we're going to replace, and when we start taking things off, we might find more problems. And obviously it has been potched around with, and we'll make sure that passenger door doesn't stand the right colour. The bonnet's been altered slightly, so I don't know whether this has had a knock in the past and it's been repaired, so we're going to have to look at what damage lies underneath. But that car is a category N, it's 104,000 miles, it's a 1.2. It's a very nice spec. A lot of you have asked for this, and I'm going to basically put everything that I've spent and going to spend on this car for you all to see, and you can follow the build from day one. So my final bid was 310. So I won it for that. Now I bought this car from Synetiq, which used to be the old IAA. They joined, and now that's what I've got that from. It's hit and miss with the prices. I don't like the way the auction runs. Is you basically, it counts down. But if a car doesn't if it doesn't meet this reserve, then it gets listed, it carries on, and the clock just resets and carries on. So that way, a lot of the cars are basically got reserves on them, so you'll never get a bargain. That's how much I bid it, and that's how much I won it for. I was well chuffed with that. Cost, I think 1,000, just free. I think it was that with fees. This was from Bristol, and the reason why it's Bristol is because that's one of the closest places to me. And we've got to try and do things on a budget, so I'm limited to where I can get things from. To have it delivered cost £180. It's alright. The Fiesta cost 160, but this cost 180, so obviously his prices are going up. which is understandable. But if I could go and pick them up myself, I would. Them wheels, £350. So that's how much the wheels have cost so far. Tell me, is that a good price? Is that one of the cheapest in the country? I'd like to know. Please let me know in the comments below. Have I paid too much for this car already? Is it worth me saving? I like to know your opinions. Please tell me if I've got a bargain or not. But I think the spec of this car, I think is not going to hang around. I think it's a good little car for someone. Like I said, it's a 1.2 petrol. It's probably £30 a year to tax. It's got no MOT. It's been standing, I know, a long time in the auction yard, and it's got no MOT. The MOT run out in January, so it's going to need a lot of work. It's going to need new brakes all around, I would imagine. It's going to need a lot of work, and it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of content for you guys. It's going to be a while before I get into it because I'm working on the Audi S1 in the process of getting this done first and then working on that. But I thought I've got to get a video out, let you know what I'm doing, that I am still doing stuff. I haven't disappeared off the face of the earth. I am doing stuff. That is it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in a bit for whatever project I'm doing next.